Assalamualaikum, my name is Farizah binti ISHAK and I'm going to explain the introduction. First, I'm going to explain about network automation. According to Cambridge Dictionary, automation is defined as the use of machines and computers that can operate without needing human control. Automation is used to reduce labor costs or to take a place of people in the most repetitive jobs. Meanwhile, network automation is the practice of automating network and security provisioning and management through the use of software. This technique helps to continuously increase the functionality and efficiency of network. The main goal of network automation is to simplify the processes involved in setting up, maintaining, and using network topologies, network services, and network connectivity. As for the benefit of network automation, first, it will eliminate manual tasks which increases productivity. It also builds a reliable network where it employs infrastructure as code to manage the network states and configuration. We can gain network visibility to identify network failures, increasing resource utilization and performance problems. It also analyzes and resolves issues where it utilizes network analytics. Network virtualization is frequently used in tandem with network automation where it provides automation through the programmatic provisioning and configuration of network connections. Next is access control list, which is SYAHILA. SYAHILA is a collection of rules that either allow or deny access to a computer environment. Packets can be filtered using SYAHILA, a set of iOS commands based on data in the packet header. When an SYAHILA is applied to an interface, the router also has to access every network packet that passes through the interface to see if it can be forwarded. SYAHILA makes use of sequential series of assertions that either permit or deny access, which are known as access control entries, ACEs. The router determines if a packet matches one of the ACEs by comparing the data inside it to each ACE in sequential order as network traffic passes through an interface configured with an SYAHILA. This technique is known as packet filtering, where it occurs at layer 3 or layer 4.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SYAHILA binti Haris, and today I would like to present the project specification of our group project. So the first one is the project scope. So the scope of our project is this project will cover on how to use Python to configure the fundamental access control list setup, and the network environment will also be improved as part of this project is to make configuration simpler. The objective of this project is to develop a network automation system using access control lists and to test the functionality of access control lists that has been implemented in network automation in terms of correctly permitting or denying access to a particular object or system resource. And last but not least, the goal of this project is to improve the network environment. Next, we're going to look forward for the significance of the project. The time-consuming nature of network management will be addressed by this project. The consistency and dependability that network automation offers when deploying and configuring devices and services is another advantage, as it will increase network visibility by enhancing network automation. And the last one, the advantage of using ACL are such as to simplify user identification. So, user identification is made easier with the use of an access control list. ACLs guarantee that a system can only be accessed by authorized users and traffic. Secondly, ACL could also help for better performance. Compared to alternative technologies that provide the same purpose, ACLs offer performance advantages. ACLs or access control lists don't affect routing device performance because they are configured directly on the forwarding hardware of the device. In contrast, a stateful inspection firewall is a different piece of software that might result in performance reduction. Additionally, managing network traffic makes networks more effective. And last but not least, SYAHILA could also help in controlling. Administrators can have more precise control over user and traffic permissions on a network at numerous points along the network by using ACLs. They assist in regulating traffic moving between internal networks and access to network endpoints. Next, we're going to look at the network topology. So this is the network topology of our group project. So figure 2.4 below shows the network topology of this project, which consists of one router, 4 switches, 3 PCs, 2 servers, and a network automation PC. The network automation PC is used in order to create an automatic configuration for the network of this project. Furthermore, an ACL is also implemented in this project. All PCs and servers are connected to the switch, which is also connected to the router. Now, next we're going to look at the hardware requirements. So in this project, the hardware that we use are such as router, PC and switch, and the software requirements that are needed in this project are such as Windows 11, laptop or PC, GNS3 VM. We also use the Python language and GNS3 and also VMware Workstation Pro.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad NIZAMUDDIN bin MUTTALIB, and I will explain about the methods of this project. Before that, I will explain about the software that we use in completing this project. The software that we use in this project is GNS3, VMware, and Python. Okay. First of all, I will explain about the first method is we will make basic configuration like put the IP address into each of the interface. Next is the SSH configuration. To make SSH configuration, IP domain name is necessary. Then we can make the crypto key generate RSA. If there is no IP domain name, we cannot proceed with the crypto key generate RSA. Then is we transfer the input of SSH into logging local. Okay, next is the SCL command. For this command, we name our SCL like file server restriction, and we only put these 3 SCL, which is permit host 192.168.20.4, permit host 192.168.100.100, and lastly is deny any. Okay, the lastly is the automation configuration. For this section, we are using NetMiko. As we can see here, the username and password is from the SSH we have configured earlier. Okay, this is the config T, and this is the where we implement the SCL command. When we make the SCL, we need to apply the SCL command into a interface. For this project, we apply the SCL command into interface for O, and make sure that the SCL name is correct as we make the SCL command, and we make it out for outgoing.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is AHMAD bin SHARIFF, and I will be presenting results and analysis. This is a demo for our script. First, we check the router. From here, we can see that the router has not been set up with ACL. To automate the ACL implementation, we can use Python script. this is the script to implement the ACL. From here we can see that this line is to send the ACL configuration, and then this line is to apply the ACL to the interface. We'll run the script now. We will input the IP address of the router. The username for the SSH, the password for the SSH, and we wait. If we get the reply of the SS list, the name of the SS list, show SS list, we know that it is successful. Then we can control Z to stop the script. And we can check the connection. For example, we can use web manager to ping web server and file server. First, we will ping the web server. The web server is successful, then we can ping to the file server, and it is also successful. Then we can use PC1, for example, to ping web server and file server also. First, we will ping web server. We can ping to the web server, but when we ping to the file server, it is unsuccessful. So the ACL has been implemented successfully. Results. This is the output of the Python script. First, we run the script and we will input the IP address of the router and enter the username and password, and there will be a screen of access list. This is the reply from the router, because in the script it will ask for access list, show access list. Next, we use web manager PC to ping the web server. It is successful, and then we ping for the file server, and it is successful. Next is the analysis. From PC1, we can ping the web server, but when we ping to the file server, it is unsuccessful. It is the communication administratively prohibited. So, from this result, we analyze that the script managed to implement the ACL to the network correctly. That's all from me. Thank you.
Lastly is the conclusion. As a conclusion, we can see that network automation has made not only user but also network architects work easier. As the technology becomes more advanced and complex, we want the technology to become automated instead of manually configured the technology like routers. Through this project, we can see that network automation gives benefit like reduced work that needs to be done by network architecture.